with your wonderful lady, Madam Oluwakemi. Here we are always dishing out things that keeps our youth out there going stronger and waxing, getting, maximizing, utilizing opportunities, potentials, things that will make them, that will really add to their life, that will enrich their life. Like I always say, that here we give you information, we give you the antidotes, those things that make your dreams to fly. And we have been doing that, and we know you're following suit and you are enjoying us on all our social media handles, be it Twitter, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, be it, just talk about it. We are connected. So once again, we want to welcome you to this wonderful time out with Lady Kemi on your Youngprenuer talk show. And as you know, we always come with fantastic topics to discuss on a daily basis anytime we are on this show. And coupled with the fact that we always go out there to bring out the big fish, the people that matters in those areas that we're talking about, that will really bless, that will enrich, that will impact, that will make you to fly, that will impact your life positively out there. And today is another wonderful time out with us in the studio, Optimal TV studio. Where are we situated? You know it. We are situated at number 3/5 Kosoko at Ojodu Bega here in Lagos. And you can connect with us on all our contacts, like I've said, on all our social media handles. So today, what we're going to be talking about, before I will let you know the person that I'm bringing here, we always go for the big fish. And mind you, you don't get your big fish in a shallow water. So we go very deep to bring the people that will really analyze, that will really do justice to whatever topic we are saying here, that we are discussing, that will really touch your life, that we know that you'll be molded and you keep getting better and better by every program that we are bringing in up here for your enjoyment. So today's theme is talking about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, for our young people. How can they balance, or how can they walk through those challenges? How can they be all that God has ordained them to be without breaking down, being emotionally fit? Because many of us will think, it's just to be physically fit. For you to be physically fit, your emotion has to be intact, because it's your reasoning, it's your thinking. If your thinking is wrong, things will be wrong around you. But for you to put your thinking right, you have to have that emotional intelligence. So on today's show, we're going to be talking about the causes, things that might really, tamper with your emotion, things that you can avoid, things, how to be that emotionally strong for yourself and for our great nation and for the world at large, for our society, so that we have a sane society, a society that is healthy emotionally, physically, spiritually, as we may call it, in all endeavors. We want our youth to be the best at all they do. And here we got your back any day, anytime. I know you're out there wondering, who am I bringing up today? You might have been looking at his face. He's very youthful. He's very young person, young to the mind. He's full of ideas. And mind you, when it comes to emotional intelligence, I believe he knows his onions. So you will hear from the horse's mouth today, a young person like you, a youth like you that is full of life. Youth are full of life, they are full of dreams they want to achieve. Even though they have achieved, they still want to achieve more to maximize the potential. So on this show today, I'll be talking with our very young engineer in the making. I think that's, yes, engineer, our young engineer in the making, and that's no other person than Mr. or let me use Master Oracle. Please, I know that they are clapping for you wherever they are. Please, I will appreciate Master Oracle. You're welcome on this wonderful Youngprenuer talk show, talking about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. We are all emotional beings. Every human being has their own emotion. You understand? And there are factors that trigger one's emotion, either to make the person stronger or that want to water down the person's emotion. So today, I think someone is out there saying, maybe this is the first time of hearing emotional intelligence. Okay, instead of me saying this is it, that is that, giving it a particular definition, I think Mr. Oracle will do justice to that. When you say emotional intelligence, what do you mean?
Emotional intelligence, in my own definition, I would say it's the capacity to control one's emotional behavior. You get like it's the ability to control our interpersonal relationship with different various people. You get.
That's wonderful. Ability. Emotional intelligence is ability, your capability or your capacity to control your emotion. To act in a certain way that will be acceptable within the society, to do the right thing, to do the needful. And are we always doing the right thing? Do you think someone every time, there's this school of thought that says everybody has their own 5 minutes madness, time of madness? Have you heard that?
Every human has a flow.
A flaw, okay, you just, not madness.
Every human has.
Nobody's perfect.
But
are you saying that's like
we can work to perfection?
Okay.
I won't say no one is perfect, but we can work to perfection. Every human has a flaw. You must have a wrong, and you must have a yes. Okay. But if your flaw shouldn't
like your weakness,
yes,
your weak point.
Yes, it shouldn't be greater than your positive side.
Exactly.
The negative side shouldn't be greater than the positive side.
And I think that is what emotional intelligence. It helps you to minimize on your weakness.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And what are those things that you think our youth out there put? Someone is out there saying, oh, anger is my only issue. I can't. When it gets to that, I don't even. You would rather not just cross my line and all that, and they'll just explode. And these are things that some people will grow with, and some maybe they'll just withdraw. In terms of the being bullied in quotes.
That's actually because of lack of self-control.
Lack of self-control.
Lack of self-control. And since they can't control themselves, anger and self-control work hand in hand. So if you can control yourself, there's no possibility where you will get angry without controlling yourself. You get, if you are disciplined, you have to be disciplined.
Okay, now talk to us.
Okay.
I know someone is out there saying, he's beginning to tell me what I will do to work on my emotion. Okay, say it.
Is it the emotion? I should list the causes.
Okay, maybe let's list the causes. Here we teach too from the studio. Yeah.
Okay, the causes of emotional. Is it the hindrances to emotional?
They want to hear. Which one do you want? Okay, let's start with the causes.
Causes.
Yeah.
It's something positive, so I won't say the very causes. Because it should be a good factor. If you are disciplined, you have.
No. What I'm trying to say is that when we say cause, we talk about emotional intelligence now. So on that emotional intelligence, we may not really say these are the causes. We can just talk about the things that can help your emotion, to build your emotion. Then when you talk about the factors that may affect your emotion, you understand, to like hindrances to you being that intelligent when it comes to controlling your anger. What are those things that make you to go out of control?
Okay, let's
take it one. Hindrances, things that may hinder you from being emotionally intelligent, so that you don't be emotionally foolish.
Firstly, it's amorous relationship with the opposite gender.
Okay.
So a lot of people get destabilized after a rough relationship with their partner. So that's basically destabilize them and make them, and it becomes an hindrance. It becomes their hindrance.
Being jilted, maybe relationships, or being cheated. Because when we talk about relationship, maybe when your friend go behind your back to buy bags, we have different relationships.
So in that way, it can't attain to emotional intelligence. So it's probably an hindrance.
It means that at that moment the person will not really be himself or herself. Okay.
Depression.
And that will lead to depression.
Yes,
that's true.
Depression.
And many things can lead to depression too. Like what and what?
Like smoking, drugs, overdrugging.
And here we don't really stop smoking. You don't need to. And they say smokers are liable to die. If you want to die young, I'm not kicking against the companies that are selling we are not here to advertise anything, but we're just talking about things that will keep you really healthy for longer. Because if they can say you're liable to die young, they don't want, even they themselves, they don't want you to die young, because when you die, you won't be able to buy. Okay, so, but we're just saying that things that will keep you healthy, you understand? Because when your health is bad, it can affect your emotion too. Someone that is sick. Exactly. Okay.
So I said depression, and you make this of a lot of things like that. So, and depression, because it's when someone is depressed, definitely like let's say this 70 to 100% sure that person can't attain emotional intelligence. Yes. Because if you are
not able to control it,
yes, like I'm not in frustration.
Frustration.
If you are frustrated, I can easily get you angry. Get any word I say to take feel. Get like just imagine your.
Because at that time your emotion is low, so anything that is just coming like this, you can throw a slap.
Yes, it's like that. It's like so frustration basically add to emotional breakdown and emotional intelligence. And many more.
That was the truth. That was the truth. And you know, when you know, let's the cheats. Let's put down the cheats. As in, let's come down to the. Let's be down. How do I say? Let's take it to the roots. Just like our politicians will say. Let's take it down to the root. Let's break it down per se. When you look at the economy at you know, at the moment, don't you think even the economy can contribute to you not being emotionally intelligent, as with the way things are now?
But basically, slightly.
Slightly. Are you sure?
It's like you see, if you're, how would I put it? It's like basically if you're down, if you're talking about success, you know, from success, if someone is not successful, you know, depression comes in, frustration comes in, they're breaking down. So if you are an unsuccessful person, surely depressed and frustrated. Yeah. So if you are destined to be, if you are disciplined or you are determined to succeed, you shouldn't rely on government. You shouldn't rely on government. You should be able to monetize anything around you. Yes.
You should look inward.
Yes.
To look inward and maximize your potential.
Yes.
And that's why we're saying it's not just about passing through the school, but let the school go through you as well. I think.
And you need to monetize everything you see that is monetizing. Yes.
And there are many things now.
Because at that level,
platform
if
that you
are
can try.
Yes, if you are successful, then there's a possibility you might possibly reach emotional intelligence.
Now the truth, if you're successful, you're able to achieve your goal, at least you'll be satisfied that you have the peace of mind. But many things happen these days that even they don't even know where to put their feet.
Okay, the reason is, see, when they have their role models, but yes, okay, their role models, some of them, their role models are fraudsters. Yes. Okay, now if someone has a role model and the fraudster is stupid, what do you think will become?
Exactly, you become who models you.
Yes, it can be something better. Even from family too. If his elder brothers are fraudsters, it's like possibilities. It's not, we won't work in the same way.
Even if he has to work, you have to do something otherwise, it will be a bit hard because they will see him as being odd.
And get that when your family is denying you.
So now we're coming to the solutions to things that may, hinder your emotional intelligence, trying to achieve your goal. Set a goal for yourself. Try to achieve it, like you said. Monetize if it's about the money. Look at, there's something you can do out there as a young person. Even while you are on the graduate, while you're still going through school, there are things you can do, like this networking that way. I think one time we'll talk about networking. There are some things that you can even do while you are there. With the use of the social media, you can be a networker. You can connect to great companies, connect, and while you are there, you are making money already before you even finish your school. It's just a gradual process. You don't need to wait the whole 5 years, 6 years, 4 years in the institution. Sometimes there will be strikes, sometimes there will be this, there will be that. Do something, maximize your. Don't just keep to that certificate alone. While you are trying to get the certificate, get a skill. Do things that will.
And also, you see, a lot of people nowadays, what they think is hard work really success, but forgetting the fact that work smart,
and that's it.
Yes, nowadays people don't really need to make it work hard. You just need to work smartly and different. If 100 people are moving into training and it's where you are going to be, just got to divert to a better and brighter future. Yes, so a lot of people think hard work.
It's only hard work, and you can't just be working hard without setting the goals. How do you achieve what you are set to achieve? You have to work smart, because hard work can take longer years, and at the end of the day, the achievement will be so little. While smart work can take, it will take time too, but the achievement will be still worth it. So I think getting a mentor, like you said, many of our young people, when you ask them, who are their role models, maybe fraudsters, this and that, they just want to do what and enjoy and they don't know any better, because that's what they see around them. You understand? In the society we have now, like you had one or some of your uncles, your aunts, they've gone through school, after becoming a professor and doing that, they are still, not finding their feet, and you begin to wonder what kind of school is that, and you are still telling me that I should go through school until no, that's what we're saying. It's no longer just said, it's good, get certified, get professional, sharpen your skill, but in addition to that, what can you do? Factorize what you can do. Look at Mark Zuckerberg that got Facebook. We have the likes of them. What can you do? Are you a skillful musician? There's something you can do. God has created everybody with a unique. So when you maximize that potential, and many of you, I had somebody saying in my spirit, I know you're out there, you're saying, oh, even with all my skill, there's nobody to help me. You understand? There's no one to help me and all that and all that. No. There's someone out there to help you. When you try, start helping yourself. Especially many of our young people that they use their phone to be doing something otherwise, fraudster, quick sharp money and all that. You don't need to do quick sharp money thing. You understand? When you go through the right path, you always end up the right way. But when you do the quick sharp money, you end up the wrong way. You'll be ditched at the end of the day, and you become a very, a criminal that they are looking for up and down and all that. And that is not a good success. We have good success, we have bad success. And I pray that our own here that we always saying is for good and not for bad, for good and not for evil, good success. And that's why we're saying things that can really brighten up your day, that will make your emotion to be stronger, that will make it to be positive. You think positively, because the mindset too matters. And what gets into your mind matters. What gets into your mind is what comes out of you, isn't it? So all these are things that you have to put into consideration. How have you been living your life? You have to do self-analysis about your life. What are those things that easily trigger me off? You understand, Those are the things, yeah. Those things that easily trigger me off, what is it that really gets me down? I know that generally, and mind you, the economy we're all in it. And as we speak, we still have the young people that are doing very well, be it on the social media, be it on how are they doing it. And when you hear their story, many of them, they were not born with a silver spoon. And through their skill and all that, you can be posting things online, search for companies that you can join, that you can work with, side by side also, good one. And with prayer, God will always listen and make someone that will, your dream helper to come true. Have you ever been emotionally broken down? Have you?
No, that's fine.
So many times. You say one or two. No memories. So many times. Yeah.
Should I give?
Give them. They are listening. No, give them some practical things. Like what causes money?
Sometimes
relationship?
No, failure.
Failure,
like it's friend.
No, talk to us.
Like
educational wise.
Yes. See your friends. Yes. Sometimes
you didn't pass the exam at the point.
Sometimes when you are in top of the class and eventually you lose your grade. Yes.
Drastically from the front to the back.
Yes. Above you.
And how did you feel? And what do you think caused it, Satan? Is that you were not really concentrating enough, or you relaxed, or over confident? Some people I'm always the first now. And you don't know that another person is warming up.
Yes, overconfidence.
Overtaking is allowed.
Overconfidence and lack of commitment.
Okay. That is true. Those are many things that can make you to drop from grace to grass. Not drop from grace to grass. We have to keep shining as a young person, so that you're emotionally you'll be balanced, emotionally you'll be stabilized. We have many things. We know there are many factors out there. It could be family issues too. That's and you can't choose your family. But God that puts you in that family knows why you are there. You could be the person that will even turn the table around positively as a young person. So instead of you looking around for who will make it happen, why not look inward and you let God use you to make it happen? You understand? By changing the story. It may be the Obama the first black president occupying the White House. You know, if you have to say, oh, in the history of America, who has ever attained that height? And because of that, he's still on the lookout. He will never get it. But he saw it in himself and he said, yes, he can. He could. And he was able to achieve. So you can't be the one to break that, you know, to break, let me, okay, to break the yoke, let's use it. To break that yoke, that hindrance, you may be the one to start it. And before you know it, others people will fashion their life towards you and you will become their own role model. So think positively. Look at what you can do in that your corner and say no to whatever that want to damp your emotion, whatever want to bring down your emotion, whatever it is that want to make you to be unstabilized. Like some people that, God forbid, that, you know, you have things of suicide, got young and, you know, what would they think? What were they thinking to that point of saying they want to take their lives? Because they're emotionally imbalanced. So that is why our society needs emotional intelligence, and counseling really matters in all our schools, not just our schools alone, for every young person. You can counsel yourself through reading some books, you understand, in the area that you're being challenged. How did they survive it? How did they get there? You can study, you know, on your own. That's why I say you don't need to wait for someone to help. You can help yourself. And you can go online there. We have e-books. You know, some books that you read that will strengthen you emotionally. That if this person could get it, you too can do it. And before you know it, with the spirit of I can, you surely get there, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, that's with the spirit of I can, you surely get there. So we have many things that we want our youth to look out for on this program, Youngprenuer Talk Show, that will make you to be totally healthy emotionally, physically, mentally, you know, in everything. Because our body, we're not just about the physical, we have the emotion. And if the emotion is wrong, your physical strength will be, you know, you don't need to go and carry that bag of cement or that block before you do it. You just find yourself, you're always tired. You're always tired. You're always, and later you keep getting tired, you be frustrated. And one day you just say, oh, it is over, Jerry. What's all this? This life doesn't, no, we don't want you to get to that point. And that's why we are your friends here in Optimal TV, you know, bringing out things that will keep your hands up, that will keep your shoulder high, and will make you to keep flying so that you achieve those dreams. And at the end of the day, when you look at yourself, you say, yes, it's worth it. Yes, I can, and here I am. And people will look onto you too as a mentor, as a great person, and your life will be a reference, a positive reference point. And these are the things we really want our youth, our young people to achieve, and that's why we have this. And not just our young people, because you as a young person, if you are doing well, people around you will be so happy for you, they'll be so happy with you, your family will be proud of you. So it's not just about you alone. So when you go out there to say you want to commit suicide or your emotional is not balanced and you're thinking, you know that you're affecting someone. At least a parent gave that to you, at least you have a brother, at least you have someone there that whatever happens to you, directly or indirectly, it affects them. So don't be selfish with your doings, with your decisions. Don't be selfish. You may hurt somebody by hurting yourself, and we don't want you to be hurt. And that's why we are here, getting your back. So on the show today, we are not going to, you know, we're not going to like say what you cannot put into place. We're always here talking about the reality, things, you know, that are practicable. And what are those things we are saying? Just to recap all what we have said with Master Oracle on this show today, they're saying for you to keep your emotional intact, you have to what? You have to be confident. Again, you have to see yourself, you know, in a positive light, in a bright, you understand? Again, what you need to do to be committed to what you are doing. What you are doing may not really, you know, play out now, but with consistency is to surely play. Let me tell you, if you have to interview all the great achievements of celebrating this time, and mind you, it was not that first day that they started, or the first month, or the first year that they snowballed with, or someone that we are not talking about. They have their own low time too, and before God said, you know, like the young people always say, before they blow, before they blow. So if you blow positively. So if let's just use that word. So God will bless the awesome and surely get out there. So with commitment and above all, be prayerful, because there's nothing we can achieve without the God that created us. So when you do your own part and you pray to God, God will surely bless your hustle, and no emotional destroyer will come near you. And don't let anything destroy your emotion. Don't let anything get at you. Guide your emotion. Read good books. Listen to good things that will sharpen your edge, that will build up your emotion, will really help you. So on this show today, is there any other thing you want to tell our young people out there that will? Okay, any advice? Last advice? Begin. Oh, okay. So much has been said, but beyond what we are saying, it is what you put into practice that will really give you that positive result. So we are going to draw the curtain on our show today. We believe you really enjoyed it and you've learned a lot when it comes to balance your emotion and keep your dreams flying. Once again, I'm your favorite lady, Madam Oluwakemi Adejide, and here on Optimal TV, on your Youngprenuer talk show, we are saying, keep your dreams alive, be emotionally stable. We love you and we need you around, and our society needs you. Like I said, whatever decision you make may either affect directly or indirectly. So make sure you're always making a positive decision so that you can have results. So we want you to keep living healthier for longer. And on our show today, remember we are still situated at number 3/5 Kosoko Road, Ojodu Bega, Lagos. You can get our contacts. It's there on your the 070 64258740 and some all. When you connect to our social media handle, you see our contact there, how you can come if you need to come around for one-on-one counseling. The room is open. We have a therapy. We have many things that can keep you fixed. That's if you choose to come. We want you to keep listening to our program. We say thank you for always following us on this program, and we know that you are no longer that person you used to be, because you keep getting better, stronger by the day with every edition we bring to you on this Youngprenuer talk show. So once again, I want to say thanks for watching. See you in our next edition, and for now we say bye bye.